some old forgotten graves, a place where Mom and Papa rest beneath the cold, cold clay. Though the tears may fill my eyes, there's a smile upon my face. I see God remembered Mom and Dad and put flowers on their graves. And there's wildflowers blooming on Mom and Papa's graves. There's no tame ones ever brought here anymore. For the family, they've all gone. I've been in prison for too long, but God keeps the wildflowers blooming on Mom and Papa's grave. You know, I still remember, just as though it was only yesterday, all the hell that my Mom and Dad went through to live on from day to day. But the love that they both gave us, oh, it was surely heaven sent. And all the heartaches that I know I've caused them, God knows I'll always regret. And there's wildflowers blooming on Mom and Papa's graves. There's no tame ones ever brought here anymore. For the family, they've all gone. I've been in prison much too long, but God keeps the wildflowers blooming on Mom and Papa's grave. God keeps the wildflowers blooming on Mom and Papa's grave. We read of a place that's called heaven. It's made for the pure and the free. These truths in God's word He hath given. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free, fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be. In heaven no drooping nor pining, no wishing for elsewhere to be. God's light is forever there shining. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free, fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be. The angels so sweetly are singing up there by the beautiful sea. Sweet chords from their gold harps are ringing. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free, fair haven of rest for the weary. so clearly. Mom and Dad loved them so dearly. Old brush arbors by the side of the road, where I learned about salvation from the book of Revelations, in an arbor by the side of the road. Old brush arbors by the side of the road, where a sinner could lay down his heavy load. It was in those old brush arbors troubled souls found peaceful harbors. Brush arbors by the side of the road. Many times I have departed from the way of life I started, in an arbor by the side of the road. But each time the devils caught me, I remembered what they taught me in brush arbors by the side of the road. Old brush arbors by the side of the road, where the mighty light of God's great mercy glowed. There was praying, shouting, singing, till the countryside was ringing. Brush arbors by the side of the road. Old brush arbors by the side of the road. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. This year the boll weevil, he lived in my cotton. The big river flooded out my corn in the bottom. Talk about a man with troubles, I've got 'em, but you've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. My barn burned down and it was nearly new. A rat must have gnawed the wires in two. But don't get me wrong, I'm not fussing at you, for you've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. You've let me keep my family. To me you never have been rude. You keep my table filled with food, and I thank you every night and day. But I don't enough, I should say. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. My best horse fell and broke both hind legs. What chickens I have, they won't lay any eggs. But you know, Lord, I never borrow or beg, for you've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. You let me keep my family. To me you never have been rude. You keep my table filled with food. My best horse fell and broke both hind legs. What chickens I have, they won't lay any eggs. But you know, Lord, I never borrow or beg, for you've been mighty good to me. Yes, you've been mighty good to me. You've been mighty good to me. Lord, you've been mighty good to me. Well, me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. Oh, me and Jesus. and Jesus, we got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Well, I know a man that once was a sinner. I know a man that once was a drunk. And I know a man that once was a loser, but he went out one day and made an altar out of a stump. Oh, me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. Oh, me and Jesus, we got it all worked out. Oh, me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Jesus brought me through all of my troubles. Jesus brought me through all of my trials. And my Jesus, he brought me through all of my heartaches. And I know my Jesus ain't gonna forsake me now. Oh, me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. Oh, me and Jesus, we got it all worked out. I said me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. Now we can't afford any fancy preaching. No, and we can't afford any fancy church. Oh, we can't afford any fancy singing. But you know Jesus got a lot of poor people out doing his work. Oh, me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. Oh, me and Jesus, got it all worked out. Oh, and me and Jesus, we got our own thing going. We don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about. No, we don't need anybody to tell us what it's all about.
In a pawn shop in Chicago on a sunny summer day, a couple gazes at the wedding rings there on display.
She smiles and nods her head as he says, honey, that's for you. It's not much, but it's the best that I can do.
Golden ring with one tiny little star hanging there for someone to take it home by himself. It's just a momentary thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a little wedding chapel later on that afternoon, an old upright piano plays that old familiar tune.
Tears roll down her cheeks as happy thoughts run through her head, as he whispers low, with this ring I be with.
Golden ring with one tiny little stone, shining ring. Now at last it's found a home by itself. It's just a momentary thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a small two-room apartment, as they fight their final round, he says, you won't admit it, but I know you're leaving town.
She says one thing's for certain, I don't love you anymore, and throws down the rings as she walked out.
on a sunny summer day. A couple gazes at the wedding rings there on display. Golden
Bars are all closed. It's 4 in the morning. I must have shut them all down by the shape that I'm in. I lay my head on the wheel. That old horn begins honking. The whole neighborhood knows Jones is home drunk again. And if drinking don't kill me, her memory will. I can't hold out much longer this way. I feel with the blood from my body. I'd start, Lord, my own still. All this drinking don't kill me. Her memories will. Thank you. These old bones, they move slow, but they're sure on their footsteps as I trip on the floor, and I lightly touch down. Oh Lord, it's been 10 bottles since I've tried to forget her, but the memories still linger lying here on the ground. And if drinking don't much longer for the way that I feel with the blood from my body. I can start my own still. Lord, if drinking don't kill me, Tammy's memory.
They sent him to Asia to fight in a war. He came back half crazy and asking what for. They had him commit all manner and all to a mental hospital with 4 walls. They cut off the pine. Oh, they cut off the lights. He hit the street light that cold winter. Place he can call. He sings so long this crazy old world in the same much better, God, than empty bottle of wine. A baby named Scarlet with laughing blue eyes has been his wife way back since '65. So much for time, oh so far back in time, way down in the bottom of the river of wine. You know they found him at Clark Street, West 25th, and they can't even find a heartbeat. Oh, his fingers, it's like your old friend. He's holding her tight, but the habit is broken. This is Rose's last night. He lies there holding his wife's hand, but his soul in a place where a real hero goes. Now he's got something better, much better, God knows, than a half-empty bottle of wine.
Here he is. Just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her then went all to pieces, she thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I rang her number by mistake today, she thinks I still care. But if she's happy thinking I still need her, then let that silly notion bring her cheer. But how could she ever be so foolish? Oh, where would she get such an idea? Just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her then went all to pieces, she thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. Oh yes. Oh yes. Step right up, come on in. If you'd like to take the grand tour of the lonely house that once was home, sweet home, I have nothing here to sell you, just some things that I will tell you, some things I know will chill you to the bone. Over there sits the chair where she'd bring the paper to me and sit down on my knee and whisper, oh, I love you. But now she's gone forever, and this old house will never be the same without the love that we once knew. Straight ahead, that's the bed where we lay in love together, and Lord knows we had a good thing going here. See her picture on the table, don't it look like she'd be able just to touch me and say, good morning, dear. There's her rings, all her things, and her clothes are in the closet like she left them when she tore my world apart. As you leave, you'll see the nursery. Oh, she left me without mercy, taking nothing but our baby and my heart. Step right up, come on in. Step right up, come on in. I've been living a new way of life that I love so, but I can see the clouds are gathering and the storm will wreck our home. For last night he held you tightly and you didn't even show. This is true, for I've been watching from the window up above. You must have thought that I was sleeping, and I wish that I had been. But I guess it's best to know you and the way your heart can sing. I thought we belonged together, and our hearts fit like a glove. But I was wrong, for I've been watching from the window up above. eyes the teardrops started as I listened on and on. I heard you whisper to him softly that our marriage was all wrong. But I hope he makes you happy, and you will never lose his love. I lost mine while I was watching you from the window up above. How I wish I could be dreaming, wake up to an honest love. But I'm wrong, for I've been watching you from the window up above.
I feel tears welling up cold and deep inside, like my heart's gonna be break. And the stab of loneliness sharp and painful that I may never shake. You might say that I was taking it hard when she wrote me off with a call, but don't you wager that'll hide the sorrow when I may break right down and ball. Well, the race is on and here comes pride at the backstage. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back, they're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the room, true love is crashed for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all. One day I adventured in love, never once suspecting what the final result would be. How I live in fear, waking up each morning, finding that you're gone from me. Taking pain in my heart for the day was the one I hate to face. Somebody new came up to win her, I came out in second. Well, the race is on and here comes pride into the back. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back, they're trying not to fall. My whole time is running, who's scratched for another's sake. Race is on and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all.